Good evening and welcome to Robert A. Arnson Gymnasium on the campus of Delphos St. John's High School, where tonight WSM brings you a matchup of two of the three teams in the Midwest Athletic Conference who do not have a conference loss on the season. That will be the Coldwater Cavaliers and the homestanding Delphos St. John's Blue Jays. My name is Mark Schein. My pleasure to do play-by-play alongside Mr. Darren Gale. Darren, Coach, a year ago, February 14th, you and I were in Coldwater. It's 57 all, and Cam Elwer scores points 38, 39, and 40 on his night and makes a winning basket and propels his team to a conference championship last year.
Yeah, the only crowd that was loud at the end of that shot was the black and orange, the blue and yellow. The black and orange were stunned. It was an unbelievable shot, and we both, are still reminiscent about it on how he got that thing out. Well, what a big shot that he had hit and propelled them to the league championship.
They finished the conference, did the St. John's Blue Jays at 9-0. Coldwater ended up 8-1. Here we are tonight. Both of these teams are 2-0 in conference play, tied with Marion Local, who has a big game coming up this weekend we can get into a little bit, but we have a very interesting and important matchup tonight.
Well, it's one of these games, Mark, where both teams got a late start because of the success of football, and they had to rearrange the schedule, and both of them have played a brutal schedule to date. And playing this game on a Tuesday night, it's got to be one of the concerns from the coaching staffs, because normally this is a league game on Friday.
Let's talk about Coldwater, Darren. They are 6-3 overall. They are 2-0, however, in the MAC, and they're led by a very talented player who was in this game a year ago, Balin Blockberger, who had 24 in the game a year ago.
Yeah, he played really well, and then you throw in the likes of Kunk and also Welsh. They are very formidable. Those along with the rest of the team, that they can present a lot of problems, not only with their height, but with their ability to shoot the basketball from all parts of the floor.
Starting lineup for the Coldwater Cavaliers, Nick Fisher's team. Number 5 is Balin Blockberger, 6'4" senior, averaging 18.6 points a game and nearly 6 rebounds. Number 11 is Brady Layfeld, 6' senior, averaging 6 a game. Number 14, Mason Welch, 6'3" senior at 9.6. Owen Kunk is a 6'7" senior at 9.2. And Miles Potcotter, a 6' senior, and he averages 3.2 points per game. Aaron Elwer's team, 11-0, 2-0. You saw them here on Sunday.
Oh, it was a fantastic game, a great basketball environment, and they turned it on the second half and basically took, LCC and took anything that they wanted to run, took away from them, and made it a full court game, and ended up walking out here with a 34-point victory, I believe, at least 30 points, but. Yeah, it all starts with Cam Elwer, and then you throw in his brother and his cousin and great complementary players to go along with it. They're just playing at a high level right now.
Aaron Elwer's Blue Jays will start number 1, Jackson Wiekert. He's a 6' sophomore averaging 3.6. Drew Boggs, a 6'1" senior averaging 5.5 points per game. Cam Elwer, 6'2" junior, 28.6 and 6 rebounds. Number 12 is Andrew Elwer, 6'1" sophomore averaging 15 a game. And the 5th starter is number 13, Easton Elwer, a 6' freshman averaging just under 7 points per game. It is Delphos St. John's. It is Coldwater for the early lead in the MAC. Back with the opening lineup after this. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. We're back at Robert A. Arnson Gymnasium. Our scoreboard sponsor tonight is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphos, St. Mary's. Call Lee's for your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. Darren Gilbert, the gym is full, as one might expect, and it is loud.
It might be a little louder today than it was on Sunday.
Let's talk about the meaning of this particular game. We highlighted a little bit earlier. We mentioned that Marion Local is the other team in the conference that does not have a conference loss going into this week. And Delphos St. John's will host Marion Local on Friday night, a game that you'll be able to catch on WOSN. Coldwater, well, they play on Friday night at Versailles, one of the top teams, kind of in that middle tier of games, Darren, that between them and Minster and who knows what else, they will be a problem for Coldwater at home.
Oh, and you know what, Minster, like you brought up a team right there
boy.
that, you don't want to play them towards the end of the year.
If you are St. John's or Coldwater, you're looking at coming out of this week with undefeated conference hopes, and you got a couple of big games behind you.
Absolutely.
Our officiating crew tonight is Joe Allen, Tom Riefenoff, and Mark Fralick, two veteran officials, and glad to see guys like this on a game like this. Owen Kunk about to jump center with Drew Boggs. Coldwater averages 56.7 points per game. They give up 46.1. St. John's averages 73.6. They give up 47.7, and they get the opening tip. This is going to be a three from Andrew Elwer. Battle for the rebound. Cam Elwer had a moment, and then Owen Kunk ends up. This is Blackberger in transition. He goes to the rim off glass, and Dalen Blackberger has the first basket of the game.
Yeah, really nice job attacking, avoiding the contact, getting it high and soft off the rim and dropping it in for an early deuce for the visiting Cavaliers.
Cam Elwer hands off to Wiekert. See, Potcotter's got Cam Elwer man-to-man. This is Boggs, and hands off to to Easton Elwer. Cam Elwer tries to get loose, can't get away from Potcotter. This three is going to go up from Boggs, and Drew Boggs has a three-point field goal. Our three-point field goal sponsor tonight is Burke Petroleum, now offering propane for residential, farm, commercial, industrial users. Burke Petroleum, dependable, available. 800-776-3097.
Yeah, and he was a player last year, if you remember right, Mark, that presented some challenges to Coldwater. He made some big buckets there last year for the Jays.
Blackberger pulls up in the lane, comes up short. Cam Elwer with the rebound. This is Andrew Elwer. He heads baseline. Easton Elwer on top of the circle. Back-to-back threes to open the game up. That's his 13th of the season as he nails a Burke Petroleum three-point field goal.
Yeah, great ball movement by the home standing Blue Jays right there on the ball reversal, making the extra pass.
Potcotter pressured by Cam Elwer. Kunk's down in the low post. This is Owen Kunk, second-team all-conference a year ago. Brady Layfeld for three. Rebound, Welsh. He's going to kick it back out. Layfeld gets another three. Look, that one's long. Cam Elwer rebounds. They're off in transition. Here's the pass out ahead, and to finish at the rim. Andrew Elwer's got a bucket. It's 8-2 early on, Blue Jays.
That's how quick they can score, partner. They get it out. They want to make it an 84-foot game from tip-off to 0-0-0 on the clock.
Blackberger, who was a first-team all-conference player a year ago for the black and orange. Welsh pulls up to the foul line. He will bounce one in.
Big bucket there for
Mason Welch's first basket. Trying to get to the rim was Wiekert. Couldn't do so. Kunk's got him in the corner. Gets it to Cam Elwer. Cam Elwer to the rim. Left-handed scoop shot. Cam Elwer's in the books.
Yeah, that's one thing you can't do is let him get north and south and get it to the rim, and he finished it right there. Nice move.
We have a foul inside. That's going to go against Easton Elwer, battling for low post position. First sub in the game will be Braden Klaus. He wears number 3 for the Blue Jays. Braden's a 6'1 junior, also in as number 21. That's Maddox Krager. He's a 6'1 junior as well.
And that kid plays with a really high motor. Both ends of the court.
Blackberger spins in the lane. Shot goes up. Blackberger's got 4.
Pretty move.
He had 24 in the game a year ago. Cam Elwer pulls up from 3. Yet another three-point field goal brought to you today by Burke Petroleum. To the rim, no. Layfeld rebounds. Cam gets the steal. Cam Elwer working. Spins in the lane. Bounce pass. And up off the assist from Elwer. First basket goes to Maddox Krager. It's 15-6. Blue Jays on a roll early. We've not even played half the opening quarter.
What an unbelievably unselfish play by Cam Elwer.
Kunk in the corner, skip pass. Potcotter gets a 3 look. That misses everything. Blackberger throws it back inbound, and Kunk ends up with the ball. He's going up from 7 feet. Nope, tipped out front into the hands of Andrew Elwer. Andrew pushing the pace and goes right to the rim and gets his own rebound. Pass inside, Andrew to the corner it goes. This shot's going to go up from Klaus. Bounces off the rim, and good check out by Potcotter, and Kunk rebounds. The pace is frantic there.
It is. It's definitely favoring the Blue Jays right now, that's for sure.
Welsh on top. Blackberger. And Blackberger tried to go to the rim. He will pick up foul number 2 on Easton Elwer. Only 2 fouls in the game. Easton has both of them, multiple substitutions. Landon Kanapke wears number 3 for Coldwater. And Cody Depwig wears 23 for Coldwater as well.
Yeah, the Blue Jays come back in with Weikert and also Boggs.
Blackberger now matched up with Klaus. Mason Welch. Brady Layfeld. Bounce pass inside. Kick out. Welch from 14 feet. Mason Welch has got 4 in the opening quarter. It's 15-8 Blue Jays.
Couple big shots by that young man, 15-footers.
Klaus works in the lane and hands off, and Box goes to the rim. Yet another unselfish play.
Beautiful little give and go, partner. Fundamental basketball there by the Blue Jays.
17-10 Blue Jays. Brady Layfeld. And on top it goes to Landon Kanapke and then Welch. He's going to pull up from 15 again. That's back of the rim. Comes into the hands of Braden Klaus, and Braden will be fouled.
That's on number 5, I believe.
Taylor Blackberger's first.
Yep.
Caleb Schreier will enter the game for Coldwater. He wears number 2. Also back into the game will be 21, Owen Kunk. 2:19 to go opening quarter. Blue Jays by 7. And the pass comes inbounds to Andrew Elwer. Jackson Weikert. Cam Elwer comes off the screen, gets doubled up. Bounces it off the leg, but fortunately it goes into the hands of Andrew Elwer and then to Cam. Working against Schreier. He just keeps working and gets himself to the rim and scores points 6 and 7.
Unbelievable body control and finishing at the rim.
19-10. Blackberger looks inside to Kunk, who spins baseline and tries a scoop shot. And standing out of bounds when he secured the rebound was Jackson Weikert. It'll go back to Coldwater.
Yeah, Joe Allen right on top of the spot right there. Said he had his foot on the end line. Kunk with a nice move. He just got himself too deep under the basket. Took a bad angle to attempt that little shot.
Blackberger goes into the lane. His short jumper goes. He's got 6 now in the opening quarter.
Nice cut by that young man. Nice little dish off there by Kunk.
And we're going to get a pushing foul out front.
It gets on number 2, I believe, partner. I think that's on Schreier.
Cody Depwig picked up the foul. 23
okay.
Was the signal.
And he's a physical specimen that really likes to mix it up.
Saw Chip Otten come in a little while ago, the football coach at Coldwater. He liked the way he mixes it up.
Absolutely.
Thanks to a state championship run.
Yeah, really.
Cam Elwer pull up 3.
Got it. Really gracious, I was going to say, by the PA address announcer prior to the starting lineups, announcing it for Coldwater. Really nice gesture.
Spin move in the lane. Left-handed shot won't fall for Depwig. Under a minute to go, opening quarter. Andrew Elwer spin move in the lane, and his shot won't go. Battle for the rebound, and Depwig tracks it down. Kunk out in the open floor. This 3 is going to go up from Kanapke.
Big shot there by Kanapke.
Landon Kanapke makes a Burke Petroleum 3-point field goal, and we're approaching half a minute to go. The Blue Jays are up 9. And they're going to play last shot. Nope, Cam's going to take a step back 3, and the rebound comes to Blackberger. Coldwater with a chance to score at the quarter end. Blockberger to the rim, scoop shot for him, bounces in.
That's a big basket right there, partner, for them. Let's see if Delphos can come back and get a score.
Cam Elwer fights his way down the court, no call. And we played the opening 8 minutes of high school basketball. It's Blue Jays 22, Cavaliers 15. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. Our scoreboard sponsor tonight is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken and Lima, Wapak, Delphos, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. We did not have a free throw in the opening quarter. Our free throw sponsor tonight is Layfeld Industrial Welding Supplies, with locations in Coldwater and in Greenville. Opening quarter, Balin Blockberger has 8 to lead Coldwater. Cam Elwer has 10 to lead St. John's, and all scorers.
Hey, if your neck hurt prior to this game starting, I'm telling you what, it's been left to right, right to left. I mean, it's been up and down. What a fast-paced first quarter. That's a big basket for Coldwater, to get it to 7.
Cam had a good look at a three. He missed it. Coldwater came down and scored. It's a 7-point quarter lead for the Delphos St. John's Blue Jays. And we're going to get our officiating crew to discuss something. You thought there was a flop warning, Darren?
Yeah, that's what the official went to the scores table and then told Coach Elwer the same thing.
Okay. Pass goes into the backcourt to Brady Layfeld. Layfeld, Blockberger. Blockberger to Layfeld, Mason Welch. And Blockberger comes off the screen and gets doubled up, and then they switch off. 3, bounces around, no, Welch with a backside rebound, and it was taken away from him by Wiekert, but went off of Wiekert's leg.
Yeah, they're really fortunate right there because Coldwater really pounded the glass. And unfortunately, he brought the ball too low, and Wiekert got a hand on it, deflected it out of bounds.
Blockberger on the three-point line, draws up, and back of the rim it goes. Cam Elwer rebounds. He only averages 6+ rebounds a game. Go along with everything else he does for this team. The reigning Player of the Year in the MAC Conference as a sophomore. He's going to get a 3 look, and ball fakes, makes a great pass inside, and gathering himself and scoring inside is Maddox Traeger for his second basket.
Fooled you, didn't he? I'm sure he's fooled a lot of announcers with his style of play and what he can do with the offensive end of the floor.
Welch gets a 3 look, and the rebound comes to Andrew Elwer. He had Wiekert leaked out, and that will be Balin Blockberger's second foul.
Yeah, that's a big one right there. You know, we're only 1 minute and 9 seconds into the second quarter, and that's his second. I think Coach Fisher's got to go to the bench, go to Kunk.
No timeouts yet in the game. Our timeout sponsor is Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com.
And guess what? I was wrong. He went in for Depwig. That being Kunk.
And we got bodies banging inside, and the foul will go to Landon Kanapke. Landon's first. Team's second foul here of the second quarter. And we're going to have another officials discussion. Let's take a media timeout. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. Officiating crew met. They had some discussions. Also went over to talk to Coach Fisher for a moment. And we're back to action with 6:45 to go in quarter 2. Cam Elwer was trying to come off a screen, and in the process of doing so.
I think they got, it appeared to be Welch.
Mason Welch was called for grabbing Cam Elwer as he tried to get loose off a screen. And the inbounder will be Jackson Wiekert. Into the backcourt it goes to Andrew Elwer. Welch trying to match up with Cam Elwer again. Kick out pass. Andrew Elwer trying to get in the lane and cannot. Here's Krager. This pass is going to end up in Jackson Weakert's hands. And the rebound comes inside to Klaus. He fights it back up over Kunk, and then Kunk rebounds. Outlet pass, Blackberger. Three ball's going to go up from Kanapke. Boy, they could use a three right now.
Yes, they could.
Couldn't nail one, but had a good look at it. Here's Elwer, goes all the way to the rim, and was he fouled before? Yes, before he got shot opportunity.
I think that's on Welsh, too.
Which that will be Mason Welch's second and is the fourth team foul of the quarter. And multiple subs coming into the game for both teams. Played 2 minutes and 10 seconds here into this quarter. We're going to get some free throws. So no, yeah, still out of bounds. I know Cam Elwer thought it was free throw time. I think he wanted a shooting foul rather than because it was the fifth of the quarter. Foul was called before that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Works inside, step back from 15, off the rim it goes. Kunk with a rebound. Kanapke works inside, his spoof goes off glass, it's going to go down for him.
Strong
Brady
move right
Layfeld has his first basket of the game, and we're going to get free throw opportunity.
I think that was on Boggs, partner.
Free throw sponsor today is Layfeld Industrial Welding Supplies with locations in Coldwater and in Greenville. And here's Kanapke's shot came up short. Brady Layfeld's shot came up short. So the lead will stay at 7. Andrew Elwer gets into the free throw line area and then backs it out. This is Easton Elwer. Andrew goes to the rim, makes a nice pass to Weakert, who has to back out because Kunk's there.
It's a good job rotating defensively by the Cavaliers.
This shot's going to go up from Andrew Elwer, back to the rim for him, and Blackberger rebounds. Dalen averages nearly 6 rebounds a game. To the corner it goes, and the baseline moves tipped out of bounds by Easton Elwer.
Good job on the help rotation there by the Blue Jays.
And while we got a moment, Darren, LCC was in here to play Delphos on Sunday. Coldwater played on Saturday, and both coaches had their stats to me Monday morning, and we really appreciate being able to do that.
Absolutely.
So we can point out the success levels of different players. Kanapke's shot doesn't go. Rebound to Boggs. This is Boggs in the corner, ball fakes and goes inside where Kunk meets him. And Easton Elwer will reset. He comes off a screen. Patient possession, Blue Jays, and we are going to get a Delphos St. John's timeout. 4:26 to go in the second. You're watching high school basketball, WOSN. We're back at Robert A. Arnson Gymnasium. Our timeouts are brought tonight by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. Blue Jays looking at just a 2-point quarter, Darren. So was Coldwater, of course, but I think that's why Coach took his timeout. Let me get his offense settled.
Well, I think he wants to get his offense settled, and he knows that Coldwater has the ability to, to cut this thing in down, from 7 points, and I think he wants to get him settled down and get him into some type of rhythm to make it a full court game again. Coldwater's done a really good job establishing defensively here, making it to the game to their liking.
Maddox Krager and Brady Layfield left people to score in this quarter. 2 points for each team, and we played 3.5 minutes. Cam Elwer to the rim. Here's a kick-out pass from him. Boggs is going to get a 3 look. It bounces around, and Cam Elwer goes high to get the rebound. Does so over top of Miles Potcotter. And he goes right to the rim and forces one up and scores. 12 for him. Coming out of the timeout, Blue Jays get what they want. Potcotter looks inside. Welch is trying to post up. Pottcutter pulls up a jumper. Missed it. And they're going the other way in a hurry. Easton Elwer to Cam Elwer. Bounce pass across the lane. It's tipped loose. And Easton Elwer is going to get a 3 out of that. And we're going to get a battle for the rebound, and who gets the foul?
I think it's on Wickert, I believe, with the push.
Jackson Wickert's first foul of the game, and it's like second foul of the quarter on the Blue Jays.
Krieger's going to replace him on the floor.
And
looks like Klaus is coming into the ball game also.
Came in. And what do we got? We're trying to figure who belongs on the court. And now we got to figure it out.
Yep, it's for Boggs.
And really good officiating job. Rather than get the ball inbounds with 6 players on the court.
Imagine calling that technical foul.
And we got a really good officiating crew here tonight that knows how to handle the situation and got it all straightened out. Appreciate veterans officials.
You betcha.
And it is Officials Appreciation Week. Welch inside. Goes up strong but can't score as he tried to go up over Klaus. Easton Elwer turnaround jumper is short. Rebound comes to Klaus. He's headed back to the rim. Bounce passes across the lane and fighting it up to score. That is Krieger. Points 5 and 6.
He just does the little things, you know. He powers the basketball up. Good job there by that young man finishing at the rim.
There's a 3 out of the corner that hits the back of the rim. Or back of the backboard, excuse me. Dive on the floor, and we're going to get a held ball situation. And both teams are pointing it's our ball, so let's see what the officials say. I think Coldwater wanted a timeout. Let's see if they have it or not. That's the call here, and it is. It will be a Coldwater timeout with 2:49 to go in the second quarter. Watching high school basketball on WOSN. We've not had a 3-point field goal here in quarter number 2. 3-point field goal sponsored tonight is Burke Petroleum, now offering propane for residential, farm, commercial, industrial users. Burke Petroleum, dependable, available. 800-776-3097. Darren, first Coldwater timeout. Saved a possession for them.
Saved the possession for them, absolutely. No, 11-point game right now. You know, what you don't want to do if you're Coldwater, you want to try to keep the thing under double digits at halftime, and you can ill afford to let Delphos St. John's get a little bit of run here, and they can do it in a blink of an eye. They can get a 5-0 run. Then you're looking at an 11-point game turns into a 16 game, and that's what happened Sunday with LCC.
It's a 6-2 quarter so far for St. John's as their defense has really clamped down on Coldwater in this quarter. Ball goes on top to Brady Layfeld and Balin Blockberger on the wing. Blockberger comes off a screen. A lot of switching going on from the Blue Jays. And Blockberger gets 2 screens this time and can't get open to Krieger. Welch. To the corner it goes. Pottcutter. Welch. And then on top to Layfeld. Solid defensive possession. Cam Elwer tips it loose. He goes right to the rim, goes through Welch, and the ball's kept alive by Andrew Elwer in the corner.
Great effort by that young man going to the glass.
Here's Krieger for 3. And Layfeld will track down the errant shot. And they're back in a hurry. Blackburn can't get to the rim.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that the focal point for the home Blue Jays is trying to find Blockberger and minimize his touches.
Welch in the corner. Balin Blockberger had 8 in the opening quarter, has not been able to score in this quarter. Welch goes right to the rim and he rolls it in.
Nice move by that young man going north and south and getting to the rim.
Mason Welch has 6 in the game. Andrew Elwer goes to the rim and gets cut off. Cam Elwer fights through traffic and he will get free throws. foul will go to Cody Depwig. That's Cody's second, and we're going to get Layfield Industrial Welding and Supplies free throws.
I think, partner, actually, I think that was Pot Cotter, 33.
Well, it was 33, you're correct, not 23. Thank you for catching that. His first then. Cam Elwer, who shoots 95.5%.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Oh, my goodness. And last year he went on a roll of what? Making so many free throws in a row.
I don't know when he broke the streak. I know he made his first 18 this year.
Every accolade that kid gets, he deserves because he is an absolute gym rat.
He's got 14 in the game now as his team leads by 11 as we approach a minute to go before halftime. Owen Kunk, here's the pass down inside to Welch, kick out.
Good job cutting off the baseline. Not only that, but getting a hand on it was another Elwer.
Right to the rim. It's a pass out. Here's Boggs now. Kick out, Weaker.
Be interesting if they get the last shot here. And I think that's what Coach Elwer just told his son. Play for one.
With an 11-point lead.
I don't think Cam wants to.
You don't think he'll take this one early?
Yeah, no, he looked at his dad like, are you serious?
There's 15 to go. See what the play looks like. Or just let him play one-on-one. They're clearing out the right side. And now Andrew Elwer skates to the corner on the right side.
Okay, they're going to run two at him.
And to get a steal, Kunk knocks it loose. Welch with the basketball, pull up from three. Oh, and it goes off the rim. That would have been huge. As it is, after 16 minutes, the Blue Jays are up 30-19 over Coldwater. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. It's halftime at Robert A. Arnson Gymnasium. The home team is up 30-19 on the visiting Coldwater Cavaliers. And Darren, we talked a lot about the offensive prowess that Delphos St. John's has, and for rightly so. But their defense has given up 47 points on a game on the year. They just held Coldwater to 4 points in that quarter. Yeah,
it was like a tale of two quarters for St. John's. They made it a full court game and got the early lead playing at 84 feet. And then they just decided to buckle down defensively. And that's what's expanded this lead to what, 11 points, I believe, here at halftime. Yeah, you're right. They just they locked down Coldwater and give them, if they did get a shot, they made it a tough shot and made it a one-and-done situation.
And part of that was Balin Blockberger had 8 in the opening quarter, and they just smothered him every time he got the ball. He switched to him or doubled him. He couldn't get a look in that quarter.
Well, you know, and kudos to him because he had 2 early fouls and he survived with those 2 fouls, and give a lot of credit to Coach Fisher for having, you know, the confidence to leave that kid in there. We thought, or at least I thought, they were going to sub him out, and nope, he played him through it and got away with the 2 fouls, so he's got 3 to go here with 2 quarters to go here at St. John's.
Coldwater, you didn't play badly.
No.
You've got some opportunities now here in quarter number 3 to get back in it.
Yeah, you tightened up your transition. That's where they got hurt early, but they've done a really good job controlling the tempo, so to speak, in the second quarter. I think they found out that they're having a difficult time trying to run with St. John's like every other team on their schedule. And once they got it to the half-court game, I think you saw them settle in a little bit better at both ends of the court.
Coldwater quarter scores of 15-4. St. John's quarter scores of 22-8. It's 30-19 home team. Third quarter action coming up after this. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. Third quarter action coming up from Robert A. Arnson Gymnasium. Our scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken and Lima, Wapak, Delphos, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. Mark Shine, Darren Gilbert. Darren, we had a total of 3 free throws shot in the first half.
Quick first half, huh?
It was.
Very quick first half, very entertaining first half. Coldwater just keeps hanging around here, and let's see what happens here in the adjustments. And both coaches, both really good coaches. I have a ton of respect for them. They've been doing it a long, long time, and they've got something up their sleeve. Let's just see what adjustments they make. And
St. John's basketball to start half number 3. quarter, number 3 in the second half, I should say. Cam Elwer gets doubled up coming off a screen. And Easton Elwer. Weikert gets into the lane. Weikert goes up in left hand and finishes. That's Jackson Weikert's first basket of the game. The average is almost 4 a game.
Good job getting that thing to the 10, avoiding Kunk with his left-hand finish.
Pass goes on the wing. This is Potcotter. He's looking inside to Kunk. And Owen, triple team down inside. Short jumper, rebound on the backside, and scoring on the backside is Brady Layfeld.
Good job going up there and catching it in midair and finishing it.
Brady Layfeld's got 4 in the game. Turnaround jump shot. The baseline will go down for Cam Elwer. He's got 16 in the game.
Tough to defend right there. That little fadeaway jump shot that he's got a patent on.
6'2" and physically strong enough to jump over you and lean back a little bit. You got no chance to block that. Here's Kunk down low, making a conscious effort to get the ball to him this quarter. Skip pass goes into the corner for Potcotter, bounces off the rim, and the scramble for the loose ball. Potcotter tracks it down. Blackberger, Balin into the lane, tries to pull up, and Boggs knocks it out of his hands. Potcotter gets another 3 look. That one he makes.
Yeah, that's a big shot right there, but you can't fault Boggs because he was on the floor after the loose ball and just couldn't rotate back in time.
Easton Elwer gets cut off by Kunk. Our Burke Petroleum is now offering propane for residential, farm, commercial, and industrial users. Burke Petroleum, dependable, available. 800-776-3067. They're our 3-point field goal sponsor tonight. That shot rolls in for Andrew Elwer. He's got 4 in the game.
Good patience there by the Blue Jays, getting the finish there.
Blackberger pulls up from 17. Kunkson fighting with a rebound with a couple of Blue Jays, and we got a scramble on the floor, and his coach gets a timeout. Coldwater gets a timeout with 5:49 to go in the third. You're watching high school basketball, WOSN. Coldwater takes their second timeout of the evening. Tonight's timeouts are brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. This ball will stay with the black and orange Cavaliers. And it will have a baseline out of bounds, and it will be triggered in by Brady Layfeld.
You know, no coach likes to use a timeout, but that's 2 situations by Coldwater where they've retained possession because of those timeouts.
Lockberger spun in the lane but couldn't get his shot to fall. Cam Elwer pushes it to the corner. Draws up over. He just made that, Darren.
Yes, he did.
He just made a 3.
Oh, yeah.
Fouled in the corner.
Showed no emotion.
19 in the game, looking at 20. Our free throw sponsor tonight is Layfeld Industrial Welding Supplies. Locations in Coldwater and in Greenville. That's right where he made the shot last year that won the league championship.
Sure was.
In that corner right there with a man in his face. This time he makes it a 4-point play and puts his team up 16.
Yeah, that foul was on Potcotter. I didn't know whether you got it or not, but that's who they addressed it to, the PA address announcer.
Shot's going to go up by Layfeld out of the corner. That bounces long. Andrew Elwer rebounds. To the corner goes Drew Boggs. Another 3-point field goal. Drew had one earlier in the game, and he lights it up. A Burke Petroleum 3-point field goal, and here come the St. John's fans, and it's tipped from behind, and we're going to get a foul. Nope, we're going to get a timeout, and it was not a foul. And Blue Jay fans come to life. And rightfully so, Darren. They're really on fire this quarter.
Well, that extra pass by Cam Elwer, he could have very easily pulled that thing up, but what great court vision with a high basketball IQ, whipped it to the corner, and Mr. Boggs knocked it down. Nothing but tickling the old twine on that net right there. And yeah, it's on the verge right now. The Cavaliers need to do something and do something quick.
Well, Darren, we talked about the value of the 3-point field goal today. The St. John's Blue Jays averaged just under 11 made 3-point field goals per game out of their 73.6 points per game, and they got 6 of them tonight.
Sure, and you look at their height and their roster, you know, they've got 2 6'4" kids in Martz and Arnold, and then it really drops down to 6'2" and all 6'1" and 6-footers. And if you got the kids that can knock it in, the game has changed, Mark.
It has.
In our time. It used to be you played the game inside and out. A lot of schools right now are taking their bigs and making them into stretch fours and creating an opportunity for them to shoot the three also. So, yeah, it's a completely different ball game the way it used to be. I'm afraid to say how many years ago.
Coldwater
10, how's that? 10 years ago?
Coldwater trailing by 19, inbounds the basketball. Layfeld goes to the lane, rebounds inside by Welch. He fights it
Nice
back
move.
up. That was a good move. Mason
Sure
Welch
was.
has 8 now.
Power move up through his face, got his elbows out, finished strong at the rim.
Andrew Elwer goes in against Kunk, and it won't fall for him. Tracked down in the corner, however. Run down over there in the corner by Andrew Elwer, and the Blue Jays are going to take a timeout. Is that correct?
Okay, I thought maybe they called a foul. Okay.
Timeout, WSN. You're watching high school basketball on WSN. Second time out of the game for the Delphos St. John's Blue Jays. Our timeout sponsor tonight is Metzger Financial Services. Helping you plan your financial future, call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. It will be Delphos St. John's basketball on the baseline.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on those timeouts. Blue Jays with 3 remaining, Coldwater with 2. Little flex action out of the out of bounds with a fake.
And Cam Elwer went back door off the fake, caught a pass, and scored points 21 and 22 for him this evening. To the rim, and bounces out for Layfeld. Cam Elwer doubled up. Here's the pass inside, stolen by Kunk. He's going to throw it ahead to Potcotter. Here's a pass to Welch inside. Left-handed floater goes in the lane. That was pretty. He becomes a double-figure scorer now with 10.
Good job with the little spin right to left with the left-hand finish at the rim.
Cuts it to 17. Andrew Elwer picked up on a screen by Layfeld. Working inside, and has to give it back up out front to Boggs. Back of the rim with that one. Battle for the rebound comes to Blockberger. Numbers the other way. Blockberger gets it back and will be fouled.
See who they get. I think it's going to get Andrew Elwer.
That is correct. Andrew Elwer will pick up his first foul.
Mr. Joe Allen right on top of that.
And that is just the first team foul of the quarter. In fact, as physical a game as it's been, I have St. John's for just 5 total fouls in the game. Layfeld, backcourt. Easton Elwer picks him up. Kunk on top of the circle. They got Welch inside. Can't get it to him. Too much help defense. Now they got it down there, but it's banged loose by Elwer.
Oh, great look.
And Cam Elwer's going to pick up a foul as Welch spins into the lane.
Great job by Kunk. Excuse me, partner. What a great pass there by Kunk. Not only did he do it the first time, he recognized the second opportunity and whipped it down inside.
Mason Welch will get a pair of Layfield Industrial Welding and Supplies free throws. Got 10 points in the game, and now 11. 6'3" senior, averaging 9.6 points per game on the season. He's got 11. And 12. It's a 15-point lead. 3 minutes to go here in the third. Easton Elwer into the lane where Kunk picks him up. Potcotter working on Cam Elwer, who floats it up over the 6'7" Owen Kunk. He's got 24 in the game. He's got 10 in the quarter.
What a first step.
Down the side it goes to Blockberger. Turnaround jumper for Balin. That one bounces out. That's happened a couple times, and then we get a couple of Blue Jays collide, and we get a travel call.
Yeah, I think Krager right there got into Cam Elwer, and they both slipped and fell on the floor, which does constitute a travel. That's one of those lack of communication, That's one of those where you got to say, hey, I got the ball.
This kid with the mop, wish he'd come to my house.
Well, I'm telling you what, he was a busy young man the other day.
Well,
Look at that effort.
Yeah, you can't fault either player. They're both going for the basketball, and you appreciate hustle rather than just letting it fall on the floor. It just happened to be a turnover situation. Blockberger gets the inbound. Potcott on the top of the circle, left alone for a three, short. And the ball hit on the end line before Kunk could get to it. And we're into the basketball game will be Alex Herron for the first time this evening. Alex is a 6'1" senior. This team is up 17 with 2:26 to go in the third.
And this kid gives some good minutes the other day in the fourth quarter. Mr. Herron. They're just so deep.
Cam Elwer picked up by Potcotter. This guy just checked in the game, Herron, a moment ago, and he will be fouled by Mason Welch. That is Mason's third foul. It's just the team's second foul of the quarter. And into the basketball game will come Cody Depwig. He replaces Mason Welch with those three fouls. Mason's had a good game. He's got 12 points tonight. Easton Elwer in the corner. And then Cam Elwer. And right into the basketball game, Cody Depwig picks up his third foul as he tried to.
Well, we know what he brings to the table, and that's physicality at both ends of the floor, and he's going to give you everything he's got physically, and unfortunately he got caught right there not getting his feet set, got called for the block.
His third foul, the same number of team fouls in the quarter for the Cavaliers. Cam Elwer is going to get a screen from Klaus and then gets doubled up. And steps on the sideline. Good defensive pressure.
Well, really good job, playing the game in angles right there, forcing him to that sideline, and good job not fouling by Depwig and his teammate there, and I think Cam stepped on the sideline.
Cam Elwer almost with a steal. Blockberger gets the inbounds pass. He will go to the corner. There's a pass inside to Depwig, back out to Potcotter for three.
Good ball movement right there. A little outside in, back out to the corner. Big shot by Potcotter.
Miles Potcotter has two Burke Petroleum three-point field goals in the quarter for his 6 points. Klaus went inside.
Great look.
And Herron gets the dime drop to him, and Alex Herron's in the books for the basket.
Give Klaus an assist right there. Unselfish play right there.
16-point lead, Blue Jays. Blockberger to the rim for a floater inside, doesn't go. Easton Elwer has the basketball and scoops it ahead. Here's a pass cross court.
Great look.
What a great pass. Ends up in Andrew Elwer's hands. He's got 6 points now.
So
great
quick.
vision.
So quick. What a great quick pass. Like you said, great vision.
Then Easton Elwer will get his third foul call of the game with 39.1 to go.
I think maybe he wants a rest, Mark.
He's going to get one right now as Aiden Swick will come in and take his place. And inbounding the basketball will be Landon Kanapke. His inbound pass goes to Caleb Schreier. Schreier finally finds Potcotter on the far side of the floor. Blockberger with Cam Elwer in his face as he has been most of the evening.
It's tough. It's tough to prepare for something like this, Mark. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're just all over the place defensively. So active.
Blockberger from 17 is short. And with 1.5 seconds to go, it'll be Blue Jay basketball out of bounds. Cam Elwer has done a marvelous job defensively tonight on Balaam Blockberger.
You know how you simulate that kind of pressure from all 5 positions. And then you bring in, 4 or 5 other ones off the bench that are all capable of doing the same thing.
Schwick about threw one in from three-quarter court out. The Blue Jays will take a 51-33 lead to the fourth. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. Our scoreboard sponsor here today at Robert A. Arnhem Gymnasium is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphos, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. A 21-14 quarter in favor of the homestanding Blue Jays, and they will take a 51-33 lead to the fourth. You can stream the WSN channel anytime, anywhere for only $8 per month. You can download from Roku or Apple TV or sign up at app.wsn.tv. Coldwater basketball to begin quarter number 4. Two is Caleb Schreier, and then on top it goes to Balaam Blockberger, and in front of him is Cam Elwer. He has been through most of the basketball game. Back cut. Blockberger goes up and missed a shot, and the rebound came to a Cavalier. That was Welsh, who was undercut. And Drew Boggs will pick up Drew Boggs' second foul of the game. Obviously first here in the first 15 seconds of quarter 4.
Nice execution there by Coldwater. A little flex cut action down along the baseline. Just unfortunately couldn't finish, but did draw the foul, maintain possession.
And then Kanapke comes off a screen. Here's Welch. Mason goes to the rim, left hand, and he's going to finish. He's got 14 in the game, looking at 15.
Yeah, he's had a heck of a night, partner.
As he gets Layfeld Industrial Welding Supplies free throws, you can find Layfeld Industrial Welding Supplies in Coldwater and in Greenville. He has had a really nice game.
Yeah, not only did he get to the rack with the basketball, he was strong enough to get it in his opposite hand away from the defender and draw contact, get the and one.
That is his 15th point of the basketball game. As the Blue Jays lead by 15. Cam Elwer bounce passes inside. And we're going to get a held ball. That will be between Caleb Schreier and Jackson Wiekert. And it will stay with St. John's. And Easton Elwer becomes the inbounder. Cam Elwer, step back 3 is short. And the rebound comes to Welch.
Good job by Welch there, positioning himself.
And he's going all the way to the rim and goes off glass. Cam Elwer rebounds. Cam Elwer blows right to the rim and goes up through 3 guys and will draw contact.
I think they got Blockberger, I believe, partner.
Balin gets his 5th foul, and Cameron Elwer will go to the free throw line, where he will get to shoot Layfeld Industrial Welding Supplies free throws. Got 24 in the game, and 25. A 95.5% free throw shooter on the season. And now he's got 26 in the game. Blockberger. Depwick looks inside. This 3 is going to go up from Kanapke. It's a little bit hard. Blockberger rebounds. This 3 is going to go up from Kanapke again, and this time Landon connects his second made 3-point field goal this evening. Our 3-point field goals are brought to you tonight by Burke Petroleum for residential, farm, commercial, industrial users. Burke Petroleum, dependable, available, 800-776-3097. As Andrew Elwer skates to the rim and gets fouled by Landon Kanapke.
Sorry about that, partner. I had a little minute there where had coughitis, but, give Coldwater a lot of credit. They battled right there and got a second possession, knocked that 3 down.
Here's Andrew Kanapke. That's Andrew Kanapke. How about that? How about Andrew Elwer, who's only an 86% free throw shooter? He's got 7 points in the game, averages 15.2.
Hey, there might be an Andrew Kanapke somewhere.
Well, there might be. Now he's got 8.
You just need to stop on the way home and get some more coffee.
Yeah, well, that's always a possibility.
There you go.
Blockberger. This is Welsh, who pulls up from 17. He has had a really nice basketball game there. He's got 17 of the 41 points.
He's one of those kids you would like to take Elwer and Welsh and give them the basketball and try to see who could take it from one another. That would be an absolute war. They are just so doggone strong with the basketball.
Cameron Elwer has his points 27 and 28. And spin move in the low post by Cody Depwick, and he will draw contact and go to the free throw line.
Good job going to the right, spinning back to the left, creating contact. Going to get 2 free throws for that fine effort by Mr. Depwick inside on the blocks.
Free throw sponsor, Mayfield Industrial Welding Supplies. The foul went to Jackson Wickert, his second, team's 3rd of the quarter.
Well, one thing about it, partner, Coldwater's not going to be hurting for height. We sat here and watched a freshman playing the JV game listed at 6'8". So they've got a bright future of post play coming in years to come too, along with the mix that they have right now on their roster.
Cody Depwick has not missed a free throw this season. Just made 2 right there. It's a 14-point lead, and Coldwater's just kind of hanging there. If they could get a run, ball's tipped out of bounds by Kanapke. It was 18 at the quarter break. It's 14 now with 5:41 to go. Cam Elwer out of the corner, and the rebound came to Wickert, but I think he was holding somebody. That is correct, and Jackson Wickert gets his 3rd foul of the basketball game and the 4th on the Blue Jays. So, Darren, they can shoot free throws here in a while.
And I was just watching, I'd love to see the replay on that. That was just 2 kids mixing it up, and I think Wickert may have got caught with the second one right there with the hold. A great effort by both kids going after the basketball off that missed 3.
It's Depwick, and then hands off to Blockberger trying to turn a corner. Into the lane he goes, and he spins in the lane. His shot will bounce out. He has had a tough night
He's had a tough night, but give a lot of credit to Coldwater and the way they've adjusted in defending him.
Cam Elwer splits the defense, goes up with the left hand. Boggs rebounds.
I think he traveled.
Yeah, he did. Saw an open space and traveled before he could get his dribble down. And into the basketball games comes Maddox Krager. Also into the game is Braden Klaus. Caleb Schreier with the basketball. Blockberger comes off a screen. Gets a screen from Welch. Welch takes a 3. 20 in the game for him as he nails a Burke Petroleum 3-point field goal. And Darren, it's an 11-point game.
Definitely playing with a lot of confidence, isn't he?
20 of the 46 points does Mason Welch.
I think he was coming in just averaging just under 10 a contest, like a 9.2 or 9.6.
9.6 it was.
Okay.
Cam Elwer tries to steady things. Andrew Elwer gets a 3 look.
Oh, big rebound by
got
Krieger.
A big rebound.
He sure did.
Trapped on the baseline, gives it up to Easton Elwer and Cam now. Cam heads inside and forces it up. Battle for the rebound, and this time Schreier gets the rebound. Outlet pass to Blockberger. Balin to the rim and missed a shot under pressure from Andrew Elwer.
Yeah, good job walling up defensively by Andrew, changing the trajectory of that shot.
And we're going to get to carry the basketball. I really think Blockberger thought, I'm going to get fouled this time.
Yes.
And when the call wasn't there because there wasn't any contact, the shot was short.
Yeah, that's a great defense by St. John's, just walling up. If you're vertical with your hands and legs, the officials won't call them. That's exactly what happened right there by Andrew Elwer.
Coldwater again with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Knapke down to the corner it goes to Depwig. He fights into the lane. Depwig goes up and it bounces out. That would have been a nice basket.
6 or 7 bounces there.
The foul is, let's see, they put it up, was it 21? That's Maddox Krager's first. Back to the free throw line for Layfield Industrial Welding free throws is Cody Depwig. Just made a pair a moment ago.
Give him good minutes.
Three points for him in the game.
Take a look, partner.
It's a 10-point game and chance to go to 9 if he can knock this one in.
And you're exactly right. From now on, they're shooting free throws.
And he makes that one as well. Stays perfect on the season. It's a 9-point game at 57-48.
Blue Jay faithful trying to rally the troops here for a basket.
Coldwater has just 2 team fouls in quarter number 4, and we're going to get a timeout. That timeout will go to Aaron Elwer, and 3:16 to go. His team is up by 9. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. Well, Darren, I've held off as long as I can. We got to self-promote these 3 guys. The 3 wise men, Danny Holbrook, Miles Holliday, and Nate Garlock, put their podcast together every week and discuss sports. It's on WSN every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. And if you and I are lucky, we can be out telecasting games and not have to listen to their self-promotion. It's a really good program, Danny.
I'm a person to speak, but you know what? I'm speechless.
I really like what those guys do,
they do a good job.
They really do. It's
very
really
knowledgeable about sports, and
usually
they know a lot of people.
Oh, they do. They usually have some really good guests on as well, so tune in to that podcast when you can. WSN every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Cam Elwer comes off a screen. The lead for his team is down to 9 as we approach 3 minutes to go. They're going to hold it out front. Now, Coldwater only has 2 fouls so far. So they can be really aggressive and not put DSJ on the line.
Well, especially number 1-1.
And Andrew Elwer goes right to the rim. He's got 10 in the game, looking at 11. Big basket coming through for the sophomore.
Yeah, I think they got Depwig right there.
That is Cody's 4th foul of the game, and yet another successful free throw. I've got St. John's 8 for 8 from the line this evening in a highly unofficial capacity, and the lead is all of a sudden back to 12. Schreier goes up, short jumper will not fall for him, and Andrew Elwer gets the rebound. A couple big plays for him the last 2 possessions, one offensively, one on the defensive end, and he goes to the rim again. And this is Boggs in the corner. To the rim, and Boggs finishes.
He does the little things. The senior does the little things for them.
Drew Boggs becomes a double-figure scorer with 10.
He may not get the notoriety or the publicity, but he does the little things for him, partner.
That shot comes up short, goes out of bounds, and will go to Coldwater. Or excuse me, go to Delphos St. John's. I thought it was tipped, it was not. Cavaliers going to try to pick up full court. They have 3 team fouls now in quarter number 4. There's the pass inbounds, and it goes to Jackson Wiekert, and then back to Andrew Elwer. And Blockberger will pick up foul number, I think that Bailey for 4. What's the
I
scoreboard
believe
say?
that's 4, partner. It sure is.
Balin's 4th foul. And
that's a foul they
foul.
had to get. They had one to give. That's the one they got. But from now on, it's going to be free throws for both teams.
Andrew Elwer comes off a screen, bounce passes across the lane to Boggs, and Boggs missed a shot, and Blockberger got it tipped out of his hands. good court vision.
It was good court vision. Unfortunately, he just didn't gather himself and get his feet underneath him and sort of flipped it at the rim. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back.
62-48, home team. Welch, who's had a big game tonight, goes cross court. There's a three that's going to go up. That bounces around, and Cam just grabs the ball before it heads out of bounds. Pass ahead, and finishing at the rim, Jackson Weaker on an assist from Cam Elworth. That timeout has done wonders for Coach Elworth's team.
Sure has.
The foul will go to Easton Elworth. Easton now has 4 fouls with 1:11 to go. JV game tonight was won by Coldwater, 39-36. A competitive game.
Made their free throws down the stretch. Got it done for them for the Cavaliers.
So we're going to get free throws that will go up from Brady Layfeld. Brady's an 83% free throw shooter on the season. So he will get Layfeld Industrial Welding Supplies free throws. And it bounces out. Multiple Blue Jays in. Number 4, Aiden Zwick is in. 21, Maddox Krager's back in the game. 14 is Eli Swick. He's in the basketball game along with 15, Alex Heron. And who did I miss, Darren? I got number 22 is in the game as well. That's Evan Marks.
Doggone Eagle Eye right on top of it. Good job.
Layfeld has 5 points in the game now as he makes that. And we're going to get a timeout that will go to St. John's. We're going to keep it right here. And Darren got some big basketball games coming up on WSN this weekend. Elida Bath plays on Friday night. That will air. And we're going to do a little self-promotion on Saturday night, one of my favorite days of the year. Mark Miller will return from Eastern Ohio. He and Jerry Snodgrass and I will be able to telecast the Lima Central Catholic Elida game. That will air Saturday evening on WOSN.
Yeah, I mean, we're starting to jockey for positioning. You know, it's not going to be long here, partner. About 3 weeks, we're going to start getting things lined up for the tournaments and seedings and everything like that through max preps.
So 1:07 to go. The Blue Jays are up 64-49. They took a timeout rather than turn the basketball over.
Yeah, they got him down there in no man's land down there in the corner with nowhere to go with it.
Ball was tipped out of bounds. He tried to get it into the hands of Eli Swick and could not.
Yeah, time flies. Jiminy Frost, we're in the 3rd week of January.
It's a pass in bounds. It does end up in Swick's hands this time, and then it will be knocked out of bounds again. 1:02 to go in the basketball game.
Good job right there by the Cavaliers hanging in there and trapping that basketball using that length of Kunk.
Inbound it comes to Aiden Swick, and he will be fouled by Owen Kunk. That's Owen's first foul, and walk the other way and shoot some Layfeld Industrial Welding Supplies free throws.
And this is a young man that has a bright future. I mean, the other day against LCC, he put him up for 27 or 29 in the JV contest, come in late and hit a couple big, shots. Now the game was over with, but, getting varsity experience, he hit a couple shots and
left that one a bit short. Into the basketball game comes number 23, Cody Depwick, and also Caleb Schreier. Here's Aiden Swick's second free throw, which hugs the rim and doesn't fall, and Kunk rebounds and then loses it. Good defensive pressure. And they will set it up on top to Aiden Swick. Aiden trying to work the middle of the lane.
Got some pretty good handles with the basketball.
And the pass ends up into the hands of Alex Heron. Blue Jays content to just kind of play a little keep away here in the quarter. And we're going to let this one run down, Darren.
Yeah, good sportsmanship. It's real easy to just say run an offense and get a shot for these kids that don't see a whole lot of varsity time, but that's how much respect both ball clubs have for one another and both coaches and as well as players.
The St. John's Blue Jays will take a 64-49 victory over the Coldwater Cavaliers. Coldwater will drop to 6-4 on the season. They are 2-1 in the MAC going to Versailles Friday night. They were led in scoring by Mason Welch. He had 20 this evening. Coldwater had quarter scores of 15, 4, 14, and 16 for their 49 points. St. John's Blue Jays will go to 12-0 in the season, 3-0 in the MAC. They were led by Cam L with 28, 11 from Andrew L, 10 from Drew Boggs. They had quarter scores of 22, 8, 21, and 13. And Darren, good win for the Blue Jays, coming off a win Sunday. Just 1 day to prep. And now a huge game coming up this weekend with Marion Local.
Yeah, we saw the coaching staff from Marion Local down in the front row. You know, the difference in this game, I got to believe, is the first 4 minutes of the game that Delphos St. John's established their play. And not only the first 4 minutes of that first quarter, but the last 4 minutes of the second quarter. I think that was the difference in the contest. And in Coldwater, you can't fault their effort. They just put themselves behind the 8 ball, and you know how well Delphos St. John's takes care of the basketball. And 15-point game, got to get ready now. You're going to go to Marion Local. And Coldwater is a dangerous team. That's a team you're not going to want to play come tournament time. Coach Fisher does too good of a job with those kids, and they have too good of athletes and basketball players, and they are going to regroup. And the conference is wide open, Mark. I don't care what anybody says. The MAC conference is wide open, and you better be able to step in and play basketball at a high level and remain focused, because at any given night, somebody's going to get you if you're not ready.
Delphos St. John's will host Marion Local Friday night, a game you can catch on WOSN. Coldwater will go to Versailles. I want to thank our sponsors this evening: Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Layfeld Industrial and Welding Supplies, Burke Petroleum, and Metzger Financial Services. Thank you to the athletic director, Mr. Todd Schulte, got us all set up this evening. And Jacob O'Neill did all the technical work, camera work, and we'll take this back to the station and edit it all together. And Delphos St. John's remains undefeated this season with a 64-49 win over the Coldwater Cavaliers. You've been watching high school basketball on WOSN.